But let's talk about our best value today. If I told you there was a way that you could grill all your favorite foods, steaks and chicken and shrimp and veggies, all that, and you could do it right on top of your kitchen counter without having to heat up the whole oven, and you could do it for a fraction of the price of what your energy costs with your oven, you'd be listening, right? It's our today's special. Here it comes. I know you know the name, Ronco, our good buddy Ronco Peel. That guy's been around for a long, long time. And boy, does he know a good idea. He comes up with most of them himself. And this is one of the best ideas to come along in a long time. It takes up about the size of your toaster. This is a way to vertically grill your food, self-basting, the most amazing results ever, right from frozen. Pop them inside that grill basket. You can add whatever you want, sauces. You get the most incredible food ever. Minimal mess, practically no cleanup. Revolutionary technology in the drip tray, an actual cool touch drip tray, which is unheard of in the market. Here's what I'll tell you. Price, anywhere you go in this country, on this planet, you're not going to find our price. We're the only ones to have that price. This is an award-winning product, an award-winning inventor, bronze in the Innovation Awards in 2014 in the category of indoor grills. I love how it works. It's simple. Let me tell you quickly, if you walk with me a little bit, let me show you what you're going to get before we introduce Mark Gill, who you also all know from TV land out there. So here it is. This is the grill. It is a vertical style grill. It takes up very little space. It's just about the size of your toaster, only a little bit skinnier. You get the grill basket, which goes inside. This is what you put your food in. So 3 or 4 steaks, pop them in, turn the button, wait for your delicious dinner to be cooked. It comes with your Ready Grill instruction manual. And this doesn't come with a little pamphlet or a little digital download. This is a full-out cookbook with recipe after recipe, full color, over 100 recipes inside here. This is a $25 value as well, and this comes along with it. Your choices are blue. It also comes in red, and then you also have the choice of black. Mark Gill, star of the day. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
And I mentioned you before. You look great. You lost about 40 pounds, you
42
said.
pounds, yeah.
You know, you gotta follow certain rules when you want to do stuff like that. And what I love about this machine is it allows you to still have great food, healthy food. You don't feel like you're sacrificing. You don't have to wait all day, and it's more economical than your regular oven.
Healthy, delicious food made easy. That's what it's all about. Now, here's the problem, and I know you can relate. It's probably happening in your house right now. We are all out of time. Everybody's got different activities. You got jobs. We got stuff to do. And the first thing that suffers is the family meal. So at Ronco, all we want to do is let you skip that pizza, let you skip the fast food, and get everybody back to the dinner table. And I'm going to start with a really cool little tip. So moms and dads, watch this, okay? Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and take some a chop, a chicken breast, a steak, whatever. Go ahead and pre-package them in little freezer bags, pre-season them. Now, when I say frozen, no kidding, that's frozen. Watch what I'm going to do here, okay? Could you imagine if in your life you never had to defrost another piece of fish, chicken, steak, pork chop ever again? I'm going to put the chicken right there. I'm even going to take some veggies. Now listen, I've got a really neat animation that I'm going to show you as soon as I turn this machine on that really demonstrates how this machine works and why it works the way it does. So I'm going to close this basket. Now it's a basket system. It's not bags that you have to buy for the rest of your life. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop this down, and you want to talk set it and forget it technology. There's one button. I'm going to set this, can you believe, frozen to fabulous on the table in 20 minutes. Now, Guy, when I turn this machine on, have a look at what happens. I've got a great animation that's going to show you what happens when I turn that machine on. As soon as you drop the basket, you engage the 2-stage cooking process. Now, there's elements on either side of the food. Now, this is important. It never touches the food, so you don't break the moisture barrier. That means your steaks won't shrivel, your chicken won't dry out, and you heat up the reflective panels on either side, which gives you that infrared cooking technology that you find in the best 5-star restaurants in the country for hundreds, even into thousands of dollars. And listen, if you're trying to take off a couple of pounds, watch this. Vertical grilling means all of the extra fat, calories, cholesterol drips away into the patented drip tray, which keeps the grease cold, so if little fingers get in there, we got no troubles. So here's what happens, guys. Watch this. You want the best fish you've ever had your entire life? If you buy this machine for fish and fish only, I got to tell you something, you win. So watch what I'm going to do here. I've got that perfect char on my lemon. When you squeeze that over fresh fish, when you squeeze charred lemon, it's amazing.
Your veggies at the same time.
At the same time, the color is perfect, just like this. Now I'm going to grab my spatula right here.
Okay, and you've done this. Look at this beautiful salmon.
I'm going to set set that here. And before I move this one, Guy, get a fork ready because I want you to watch this, okay?
Yeah.
Guys,
close.
perfect.
Hold on.
Now, well, here's what's going to happen.
Get it. Wait, Mark, 1 second. Go.
Now, I'm going to go right to the center here because this is what it's all about.
Wow.
It's that vertical cooking technology. And I'm going to hold this for 1 second before I give it to Guy.
Yeah.
Look at it glisten. Listen to me. 12 minutes. I'm going to say it again. 12 minutes. You can have that on the plate, on the table, 12 minutes after you put it on. Now, Guy, what I'm going to do is that right? That is like it's like a wafer. It melts. It just as soon as it hits your tongue, it just goes.
And you even put a little mustard crust on the outside of that
We've got a little bit of a Dijon. So
that is so delicious.
Exactly.
You're not sacrificing when you eat that.
Nothing. Healthy, delicious food made easy.
Wow.
And here's how simple it is. All you're going to do is you're going to turn your machine on while you get your basket ready. So you're not talking a 20-minute preheat. You're talking a couple of minutes, that you would use to get your food ready. I'm going to pop 1 piece of salmon there. It doesn't have to be pretty. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be in the basket.
And then your lemons.
My lemons. Now watch this, okay? You want to talk true set it and forget it technology. Imagine getting home at lunch and instead of that frozen box of trans fat filled whatever it is you're going to eat, pop that down there and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this for 12 minutes. 12 minutes and you've got the best fish you've ever had in your whole life.
You know what I love too, Mark, is if I try to do that piecemeal, I've got 4 or 5 pots or pans I got to clean.
4 or 5 pots or pans. Right? It's flaking on the barbecue. It's falling between the grates.
You would never cook
fantastic.
salmon on a barbecue grill. It's too hard. Well, with the basket, don't forget, you don't have to flip the food.
Right.
The food is getting cooked on both sides at the same time, so not only is it a better way to cook your food, but you're not going to have that problem of turning something and then it breaks apart. Nobody wants to cook. You want to serve a piece of salmon in 3 pieces to somebody? I don't like to serve it to myself like that.
Isn't that the truth?
So you're going to get the most beautiful food ever. Remember, 3 colors, black, blue, or red. The cookbook comes along with it. I love this also for folks that maybe aren't the best cooks out there.
Listen, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. There's one button. There isn't even a temperature gauge. So tell you what, we're going to wander down this way, and I'm going to tease you a little bit with what's coming up, all right? Listen, you want to shed some pounds but still have your little treats? Could you imagine air frying? And I mean all of your goodies with no fat, calories, all the extra grease. Come on down here. I have a treat in here that we're going to show you in a second. How about 2 lobster tails, 2 filet mignon with our Parmesan couscous done at the same time? Flip for me here, guy.
Buddy, go ahead.
We're talking 2-inch thick, mantastic New York strips. Wait till I cut into this, guys. Have a peek here. You got to see this. All right. Now, this is my steak, potatoes, my garlic, all done at the same time. This is beautiful. Now, before I cut this, come on down here for a second.
Okay.
Because I want people to see what's happening in this machine. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to show you that animation one more time, and then, boy, are we going to get to some food.
Okay.
Now, this machine, we've cut the front out just so you can see what's happening inside, okay? Now, this basket, a lot of people go, wait a minute, that basket's pretty thin. That's only got about a 1/2-inch hinge, but it's spring-loaded, so you can get 3 4-inch thick cuts of steak, pork chops, stuffed whatever you want in there. And because of that cooking technology, you're doing the veggies and the garlic bulb at the same time. So now listen, when you pop this in, you're going to turn this, and you're going to see what happens here, guys. You engage those 2 different cooking technologies as soon as you turn that dial. Now, that heats up the reflective panels on either side, and it creates that infrared cooking environment. And remember, it's vertical grilling. That means that the extra fat, calories, and cholesterol are going to fall away into that patented drip tray.
And you see how it works. And everything is all in there, all cooking at once. And you know what I love, too, is I don't have 5 things I have to set.
Nope.
I mean, you turn one button,
time, on and on.
It cooks, and then it's ready to go.
So listen,
let's fast forward.
Proof's in the pudding, you guys. That's what it's all about. So now you got to think to yourself, in 4 inches on your counter space from your backsplash, you are going to be able to create the most delicious, mouth-watering meals you've ever had. And by the way, all of your sides done at the same time. So I'm going to get my potatoes off here.
Look at how beautiful.
Just like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get these off pretty hot. We're going to do our thing. Going to take my steak, get the basket out of the way. Come on now.
Mark, literally that I can just wash off or throw in the dish if I wanted to do that too?
Absolutely. Okay. So here's what we got here, guys. Now, in 17 minutes, that's what we're talking about. 17 minutes.
Without any flipping.
Exactly. You've got the perfect medium rare steak.
Look at that steak.
And I'm going to have some fun here. Instead of making a bunch of slices, you want the true measure of whether your machine's going to cook evenly all the way through. Watch what I'm going to do here, guy. I'm going to cut this like this, and I'm going to set this right over top. Wow. I don't care what 5-star steakhouse you go to anywhere in this country. I will absolutely put this up against it any day of the week. And, Guy, you got to try this. I know that you've owned restaurants, worked in restaurants, and I know that the best chefs in the world come here to the network. So let me tell you something.
Go, buddy.
I put this up against any meal that's ever been served in this set. pan. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Guys, if we can have a look at this, this is great.
And the potatoes.
All of your potatoes. You know that you have to preheat the oven for 20 minutes and do another pan, and 45 minutes later you get this.
Mark, you know something? That tastes like a regular barbecue grilled steak.
100%.
That is so good. All right, here's what I'll tell you. Value today is unmatched. We have the best price anywhere by a ton over there. It's $99 here at HSN. The retail is $124. We've got it on FlexPay. What does that mean? That means $23.32. Or if you have an HSN credit card, we'll stretch it out into a 4-payment deal for you, so you get it home even less than that. But our price is the best anywhere in the country. And remember, if you're a brand new customer and you get an HSN credit card, you also get $10 off your first purchase, bringing it down to $59.95. What are you waiting for? Wouldn't it be nice to come home from work and just grab something right out of the fridge or freezer and throw it in there and have a delicious meal? I mean, think about that. And it can be chicken breasts, it could be a shrimp, it could be scallops, it could be a shish kebab.
Fresh or frozen.
Vegetarian, it could be veggies.
100%. Now, I got to tell you something. Big game's right around the corner. You know, the best way to stay on whatever kind of plan that you're on is allow yourself a little treat every now and then. But you don't have to go crazy. And a lot of us will go and spend $200-300 on these air fryers that are all over the place now. Let me let you in on a little secret. Your Ronco Ready Grill is going to give you that deep fried taste and flavor of all of your favorite convenient foods out of the freezer without the fat, grease, and oil. So watch this. You want some chicken wings? Imagine every 18 minutes, and you've got 15 to 20 chicken wings. I'm going to take my sauce here. You know what? I got one of our good buddies, Fred Brown, is in the control room. He works with us here at Ronco, and he tells me he's got 2 machines going every game day. Oh yeah. Every game day he's got 2 machines going. So there's your wings.
And no mess. I mean, honestly, there's no mess. You just have the grill, the basket. That's it.
Exactly.
The drips and everything go down underneath. And boy, the best way I've ever seen to cook chicken wings, but you're not limited by that. If you want to do your frozen treats, if you want to do your pizza bites, your pizza rolls, your mozzarella sticks, right?
Exactly. And here's the cool thing. Listen, the kids are going to come over. They're going to have their buddies over. They want to munch on food like this, but the last thing you want is them messing around with a deep fryer.
It's a lot of work.
So a lot of work, and it can be dangerous. So all they're going to do is use the Ready Grill, pop it in. Now listen to me, all right? Those mozzarella sticks are going to be done in 8 minutes. It takes your deep fryer twice as long to heat up as it takes for the Ronco Ready Grill to get the food on the table.
You know who this would be perfect for? Like my mom and John, her husband John, because they're retired and my mom's they're in their 80s, and you know what? Lighting up the old barbecue grill ain't going to happen anymore for them, and they haven't grilled in a couple of years, even though they have a grill. This would be ideal because for my mom to be able to take a couple of steaks and pop them in there for her and John. So whether you're 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, 8 people, whether you live in a mobile home or you have an RV, or maybe you got a kid in school and you want them to have a decent snack. How great would this be for you? And remember, it takes up minimal space, a minimal footprint. I'm going to hold it again sideways.
4 inches from the backsplash.
It's smaller than the width of most toasters and just a little bit longer than that. You see what a simple machine it is to operate. You don't need a bunch of instructions. If you can't cook, and you're one of those people that says, I can't boil water, you can do this. Trust me. Mark, talk to me realistically about cleanup.
Well, I got to tell you something. If something's hard to clean, and we're going to wander down here as we talk about that. If something's hard to clean, you're never going to use it again. Have a look at this. We're not going to ask you to clean your Ready Grill thoroughly between every use, just like you wouldn't with your oven.
Or my toaster.
Exactly. Normally, you'll put the basket in the drip tray in the dishwasher, but when it comes time for a thorough cleaning, every piece that needs to get cleaned just comes out, pops in the dishwasher. Couldn't be any simpler. Now, listen, we've talked a little fish, we've talked a little chicken, we've talked a little steak. How about that gourmet meal? And anybody watching this going, I can't cook. I'm not a cook. I'm not a kitchen person.
There's so many people out there that say, I burn everything. I can't.
Exactly.
Watch this.
So I want you to watch this real close. Now, first of all, let me show you the optional silicone steaming basket. This is brilliant. This takes the heat from the cooking process of your Ronco Ready Grill, and it actually allows you to do all of your side dishes, your vegetables, or even your Parmesan couscous. Are you kidding me? Now, Guy?
By the way, that's called out. The steamer basket is at the bottom of the screen, 361192.
Now, here we go. No, not at all. Listen, you think you can't cook? You think you can't make yourself a star in the kitchen? How about surf and turf, filet mignon with lobster tails? And listen, here's where you got to perk up. You don't need to know anything about the grill and indirect heat and how to do that filet because it's such a red cut of meat to be done properly without drying out. You don't need to know how to do those lobster tails to perfection. All you need to know how to do is turn a button, set it and forget it for and perk your ears up here, 16 minutes. And let me show you something here. The next time, Valentine's Day coming up, you've got all of those special times. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And it just falls apart.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
absolutely gorgeous. And, Guy, I got to tell you, filet mignon in 16 minutes with the garlic butter. I'm going to serve this up. And that is a gourmet meal for two that I will put up against any five-star restaurant out there. And as soon as we're done this, we're going to head over and watch something real special.
And if you look at, Mark did all this in a space about this big, so we didn't have to heat up any ovens. We didn't have to go outside and light up a barbecue grill. We didn't have to cook and saute all these different meals. We can use that steamer basket. That's also something you can grab. Listen, we just went over 5,000 gone. That is the most beautiful Valentine's dinner you're going to have. Well, here's the thing. People are looking for ways to save money.
100%.
And I always say this. I'm like, oh, all right, look at those 2 lobster tails. Why would you take 2 lobster tails that are this big and cook them, where are you? And cook them in something that big? It doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't. You want a 30-pound turkey? Put that in the oven. But if you need to cook a turkey leg, or if you need to cook a steak, or if you need to cook, something out of the freezer, this is what you want. This sits on your counter, uses a fraction of the amount of energy as your big oven does, and you're going to absolutely love it. Are we going to listen to Dana?
All right.
Okay, so listen, you can listen to us all day. We're going to show you more food that you can cook and enjoy. Before you do that, have a listen to Dana. She wants to talk about how much she loves it, and we'll be right back with more. But order it quickly.
Let's go.
I'm super busy because I'm a teacher. I have to come home, grade papers, and of course I want to have a social life. What I love about the Ready Grill is that I can grab frozen chicken right out of the freezer. I don't have to worry about temperatures. If it's going to be raw on the inside, burnt on the outside, I just stick it in and turn the dial. With the steam basket, I can grab veggies and steam them up quickly to go along with my meal. When I hear the ding, I know dinner's done, and it's cooked inside and out. It comes out juicy and delicious. Perfect every time. I live in an apartment, so I cannot have an outdoor grill, but with the Ready Grill, I can have great grill taste right off my countertop.
So you hear it from people out there, and whether you, and this is when I said at the beginning of the show, I looked at you, I said, this is not just for any particular, this is for everybody.
Everybody.
This is for young people who don't, maybe don't have the money for a barbecue grill, or maybe you're in college, you're looking for a way to cook. This is for people just starting out who maybe don't know how to cook.
Sure.
This is for moms and dads and families with kids that want to make delicious food for their families.
Exactly.
Seniors that are afraid to use their grill.
And you know who else this is for? Every single one of you that's trapped in that snowstorm. That's thinking to yourself, holy moly, I would punch out my neighbor for a barbecued hamburger
for a hot
steak
dog
right
or a
now.
burger.
So I want you to watch this. At its heart, the Ronco Ready Grill is a grill. This is going to give you that great grilled taste and flavor. So if you're stuck in those storms right now, I want you to think about the fact that if you had yourself a Ronco Ready Grill, in 15 minutes from right now, you would be able to enjoy a giant stuffed Swiss mushroom burger. How about a bacon cheddar chicken burger, or beautiful Italian sausages with the peppers with zero effort. Guys, this is set it and forget it technology. All you do with this is you put it in the basket, you lower it in, you turn it on, and you walk away. And again, the cleanup is so simple. Now, Guy, do me a favor, switch places with me here.
Hey, buddy.
All right, and then once we do this, I got a real special pantry little show to show you.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I love about the steamer basket, okay? You're going to be able to do all of your sides at the same time. So I got to tell you something. If you've got a small space and a small kitchen, imagine being able to do giant meals for big groups of people in the smallest footprint you've ever heard of. And when I say big meals, I want you to watch this, okay? Look at this. How about a dinner for 4, barbecued giant chicken legs with back attached, and you got to see this.
Oh my gosh,
look at the caramelization. Look at the perfect grilling. Guys, this is what it's all about. You don't have to know how to grill. You don't have to know how to cook. You don't have to know how to, do indirect heat and direct heat and heat things up in the summertime. In fact, it takes approximately, on average, 15 to 20 minutes for your grill to heat up. This is on the table from the time you start in 20 minutes. So listen, go about your day, love your life, take care of things. Like I said, our goal is to get everybody back around the dinner table.
Look at how beautiful that chicken is. Restaurant. That is like 5-star restaurant grilled chicken. Look at how beautiful that is. And the corn and the cob also done at the same time.
At the exact same time. Now listen, this is what we're talking about. And you know what? We went and talked to Mary. I'm not sure if this is the one that's at the grocery store now, which is kind of cool. But let's have a look what Mary has to say. I got to tell you.
Let's see what she's got to say, and then we got to show you more. So check it out.
So how you doing?
I love the versatility of the Ronco Ready Grill. My family.
No, we don't have it.
All right.
All right. How long have we been doing this?
For my husband, chicken fingers for my son. We go from freezer to basket to grill in a matter of minutes. And so it makes my evening dinner hassle-free. One of my favorite things to make in the Ready Grill is the cheese sticks. I love to make them with my daughter. We get the cheese sticks out, we put them in the basket, in the grill, turn it on in a matter of minutes. We are enjoying ooey gooey cheese sticks. The Ronco Ready Grill makes cooking fun for me and my daughter. We love it.
What
It was worth the wait, though.
What did I say right off the top? We are all about getting everybody back to the dinner table, and that's what we're talking about. So we've got Tracy Krause here, and this is what I love. I'm going to show you this machine. She's just getting it ready. If you've got finicky eaters, if you've got people in the family, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Because of the technology that's involved in this, and the fact that all the food is separate, you can do different foods at the same time. So I got lollipop lamb chops for Dad. I got a pork chop for Uncle Bob. I got chicken fingers for Junior, and I got tilapia for Mom. So she's going to serve that up. And I want you to see something here, okay? This is a representation of some of the dishes that are in your cookbook. Now listen, this cookbook is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Every recipe is full color and comes with a 3-panel instructional guide on how to work it. And every dish that you see in front of you is in the cookbook, from the breakfast burritos to the grilled shrimp or the lemon pepper shrimp. You've got the tilapia with the tomatoes. You've got the chicken wings. And here's my favorite. I got to tell you, I've had this before. This is that beautiful cranberry and goat cheese stuffed pork chops that is on the table. And you got to hear this. On the table in 18 minutes. Get the Ready Grill home. Try it for yourself. Try it one time, and you are absolutely going to be hooked.
Yeah, and remember, you're searing the food on both sides at the same time, so you're getting that cooking time that's a fraction of the traditional cooking time. Seals in flavor, and because it's not a contact grill, as Mark said earlier, that's a big point. You're not actually breaking the surface of the meat, so your meat's going to be juicier, it's going to be more tender. If you're one of those folks that sits there and says, I'm terrible with timing, I burn things, I do this, listen, it's one of those, it's set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
It's Ronco Peel.
We invented it.
Classic line, which means a lot. It really is so simple. Listen, we got more to show you. We're going to go back to our other position. Before that, here's our information on the supermarket.
Absolutely, I love this. I love this. Talk about multiple types of food.
Yeah, so take a listen to this. We're going to run over and we'll be right back. Order it while you can.
This is really crispy. It's still really tender. I can't believe how much you can make at one time. I got to get one of these.
This would definitely work for girls' night out at my house.
This is amazing.
Wow, that's fantastic. I have a lot of kids, and it would just be amazing because I hate using the microwave.
And that's how simple it is. And by the way, there's a lot of food out there that's hard to cook on a grill. You know, things like fish, even shish kebab, which is hard because it wants to fall off. What's nice about it being in the basket is your food stays in place. It stays put. You don't have to babysit your food, Mark.
Exactly right. Now, at the top of this show, if you've been watching from the front, you know that we put some frozen chicken breasts in there that I'm going to talk about in just a second. But Guy, look at the variety of food. You know, our tagline, the heart of our company, is healthy, delicious food made easy. And that's what it's all about. It's allowing you, again, to get the family back and do your thing. So remember I talked to you about that frozen chicken in your life. Imagine never having to defrost another piece of chicken, fish, steak, pork chop ever again. So I've got my veggies cooked all at the same time. I'm going to take those off just like that. Now, Guy, when I cut into this chicken, which you can either use kind of on its own or you can add to a salad, watch what happens when I cut into this. This is amazing, you guys, and you got to think about this. This was a rock 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, frozen.
Now, it's not boiled. It's not steamed. This is grilled to perfection. I want you to see this. This is dripping. It's juicy. It's perfect. That was frozen, guys, 20 minutes ago. Now it's on the table, and it's perfect. And that fish that I showed you.
I can smell that salmon and that mustard sauce. Look at we put this in about, was 12 minutes ago?
12 minutes. 12
and
minutes
it's done, too. Look.
Guys, look at that.
Oh, my gosh,
that is
Mark.
perfection. 12 minutes, and you've got the perfect fish dinner for two. I don't care if it's tilapia, mahi-mahi, salmon, cod, halibut. It doesn't matter. Look at it glisten. Look at that, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right. Fried food. Go ahead.
Hey, remember we did chicken wings. We did some, what did you have there? You got,
we got our mozzarella sticks, and it's all about the pull. About that pull.
Look at
no sticking.
That is amazing. And no burning. See, that's what it does.
Love
it does
it.
it so well because remember, it's not touching the grill elements.
Nope,
it's actually
exactly.
that radiant infrared technology that spins around the food and gives you those great results every single time. Go ahead, Mark. We've done, I mean, think about all the things that we've done here. We've done so many meals. You can do this too in the comfort of your home. We've got it on FlexPay, $23.32 is all it'll cost you. If you have an HSN credit card, we'll stretch it out into 4 payments, make it even cheaper. It's only about $20 for the first month. Get it home. You'll absolutely love it. If you don't have a card and you get approved, they'll take $10 off your first purchase. That drops it down under $60. That's unheard of. This is $125 everywhere you look for it, but right here. Today, it's half that price. This would pay for itself so quickly just with your energy savings from your oven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now look at this. We did breakfast, we did lunch, we did dinner, and I'm even doing dessert. You can use the kebab rods and the thick basket. That's an option when you call in, and you can go ahead and you can do shrimp kebabs, beef kebabs, or you can do this wonderful dessert. Now, Guy, this was finished in 2 minutes.
That's
I
so
love
quick.
the speed of the Ronco Ready Grill. It's absolutely fantastic. You're going to love it.
And when you look at everything we've done, from chicken to beef to fish, we've done your side dishes, potatoes, veggies, all that stuff. All right, it's our best value of the day. It's also already a customer pick on hsn.com. Mark is going to join me again at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We've got a 2-hour show that you and I are going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. And congratulations on your brand new Ready Grill. You're going to love it. Here's Leslie Ann to give you a sneak peek at what's coming up, and then I'll be